All right, breaking everybody. Don't usually just come on here like this without scheduling. But yeah, Verizon is down nationwide. What in the world is going on? Um, I've been in SOS mode now for a couple of hours here, and I'm seeing that several other people are as well. I was outside working, came in, took a break, realized I was in SOS. I thought it was just local here to my area, but apparently it's not just to my area. So come on in. I know you wasn't expecting this. Come in the live chat. Let me know if you are a Verizon customer, if your phone is down. Now, the question is, what's going on? Because I thought it was, usually when this happens, it's a regional thing. But apparently, from what I'm seeing online, this is a nationwide thing. So let's do a little search here. Doing a search on X, Verizon outage. See what we get here. Yeah, people are saying, let's see, people are saying here, I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Anyone else, cellular outage, Verizon wireless. Yeah, everybody's on SOS mode. I'm a Verizon customer, no problems today. Wow, that's interesting. Where are you at, Nexit? Because, man, all these people are saying no issues, no issues. That's crazy. I want to show y'all the, if you go to down detector, okay, so you go to down detector. I encourage everybody to always use this when it goes down. I mean, there's Verizon right there. So you see that spike? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this is crazy. I saw here when you go back to X, earlier I was seeing different states, even out to California. Jasmine saying Verizon's entire cell tower has gone down. It's 20 of us just walked in the store because we've been in SOS mode for 30 minutes. Mine is out too in Houston, Texas for over an hour. Verizon is down. Nationwide Spectrum internet outage as of 1 p.m. today. Somebody confirmed that is if you are having Spectrum issues as well. Now, I will tell you this. I'm looking at my phone right now, and I have rebooted my phone several times. I am on Wi-Fi mode, and the interesting thing is I have Verizon Home Internet, and Verizon Home Internet is working because that's what I'm on right now. But Verizon cell phone service is not working. Verizon 5G service may be going down. So somebody said AT&T is having intermittent outages as well. So my question is, what is going on? Yeah, let's see what it says. Yeah, I'm reading the chat, Great Southern. I understand that. I understand that your phone is working, but millions of people's are not. So you can look at the screen and see that millions of people from all over the country are not. So the question is, why is it sporadic? If your phone is working, that's great. But the question is, what is going on here? A lot of these are older. So I just want to jump on here and just ask, this right here this is real time here. For those that are wondering, why is your phone working and someone else's phone not working? Well, look, this is when it happened here. So you saw a small spike happen. Let's see, that was today at about 7:24 a.m. and then it just escalated. It started 10:54 a.m. That's of course Central, I think, which is where I'm at, and then you go up to the latest, which is 1:24 p.m. Right now, Central Time is 1:40 p.m. So you can see where it's spiking. Now, if you go down here, it will show you the main most reported locations: Tampa, Miami, Birmingham, which is where I'm at, Atlanta, Charlotte, St. Petersburg, Orlando, Houston, and Fort Myers. And notice interesting here, 56% of the reporting is mobile phone, 36% just saying no signal, and only 6% 5G home internet. Well, from what I understand, 5G home internet uses the same towers. So my question is, why is it affecting in my house? My phone is not working, but the same exact signal for my internet to do what I'm doing right now is working. Yeah, all these people. I'm so glad that everybody's having such great issues with everybody saying I'm on Verizon, I'm on Verizon, I'm on Verizon. Well, praise God for you. That's great. But I'm on Verizon home internet. I'm not Verizon. And let me see. So you can see. Let me show you here. I'm still. I want to show you this. I don't know if you can see this. That's blurry because of the focus. Sorry. But it still says SOS. I've already rebooted my phone several times. And honestly, I've been with Verizon since cell phones came out. Okay, I had a brief moment where I thought I'd change, and it was horrible. It was only for a few months, but other than that, I've been Verizon from the very beginning, and I have never had no signal this long, never, that I can remember ever. And of course, SOS mode. And if it wasn't for Wi-Fi, it wouldn't be working. Yeah, I agree. Marxist Dead is saying something else is going on. Verizon outage report is likely a cover. Look, I would agree. It's actually, it's real world. It's not working, but it's caused me to make a show. Okay. And it's caused you to jump on here because you saw the thumbnail, wanting to know what's going on. Is there a cyber attack or whatever? Could this be staged to get people to talk about things like this? Yeah, absolutely. It could be. But I'm just on here asking questions. Let's see here. Let's see what I can find here. Yeah, people are still reporting it. 1 minute ago, mine is doing it too, saying no outage. It says no outage when you look on Verizon, but there's definitely an outage. Weird because my son's phone works just fine. Same phone and plan. What is happening here? It's almost like this is an individual targeted attack or something. Targeted virus or something's happened in the system. So, the whole Atlanta is in shambles in this store. People are saying they're in the store and people are freaking out in stores. This is how dependent we are on cell phones, that people are freaking out like this. They can't even function without it. Why is Verizon not acknowledging the power outage? I've been on SOS for hours. Verizon down, SOS. On chat with them now, they said there's an outage. Lots of us are on SOS. Well, of course we know that. SOS mode. Yeah. Anyone else getting cellular outage? So it's over and over and over again. The Verizon outage. So you see it's happening. I can't get SMS messages on Verizon for the last 6 months now. What? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think's going on? I'm looking over here. Do you have TikTok on your phone? Good question. I don't know what this got to do with it, but that's a good question. Maybe China's hacked us through TikTok. The great Southern treadkill. It's way on the other side of the room. I'm looking at. Are we addicted to this point? Most people, yes. Oh, absolutely. We have Verizon. We live in Coleman, and our phone is down. Yep, Coleman, Alabama. That's not far from here. People are saying Verizon is a ripoff. You're right. I mean, it is the most expensive, but it used to be the gold standard. I'm sure that you've experienced this. I would be the guy that had the Verizon phone. There'd be T-Mobile in the car with me, somebody with Verizon, and we'd go off in the country somewhere, go in somebody's house, and I would be the only one with a signal. In fact, there wasn't that long ago, and I will go ahead and say it was before 5G that there was nowhere that I could go where I did not have a signal with Verizon. 5G came out, and I don't know how y'all feel about it. It ruined the phones. It's supposed to be the promise of this super fast internet. I think 4G was a lot of times faster than 5G. And I think a lot of people have theories on what 5G really was. Come on. Did your phone tell me what no matter what the plan is, no matter what your carrier is, did you see a significant downturn in consistent signals when it went to 5G? China is mapping their backdoor effects on certain positions. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's saying I'm trying to. Are you saying I'm trying to scare people? I'm sure they will say an alien ship blocked the signal. Probably the news. That is okay. Thank you. I didn't know if you were saying me. Oh, I'm just reporting the news, man. Sandy said you got to get online and see if anybody else is going through what we're going through. But you know what else this tells me? This tells me. I mean, it just reminds me of how quickly, if they wanted to shut people up and they wanted to stop information from getting out, what they would deem as misinformation or counter to their narrative, how easily an entire nation in the world could go into chaos. I mean, would you agree that what would instead of agree? Let me ask you this question: what do you think would happen to the world if everyone's cell phone signal went down at the same time? I'm not talking about electricity. Radio still worked. Over the air antenna still worked. But if everyone's cell phone, or let's just say a nation, an entire nation, regardless of the carrier, was attacked and they lost all cell phone service in that nation, tell me in the live chat what would happen to that nation. I mean, you still could use, food was still available. Supermarkets were still open. Gas stations still worked. Everything in life, here's my question, still worked and functioned as normal, except no one could use a cell phone. In 2025 and then maybe 2026, think a little bit ahead of time, what in the world would happen? Tell me. People would go crazy. Yep, you're right. Let's see. Yeah, I see what Michael's saying. Messaging, watching on a Verizon phone. That's good. I've been paying for 4G, now 5G since 2003. It's all a scam. I have no more than 2 bars on my iPhone, regardless of where I am. Yeah. Bubba News. I guess I should know who Bubba News is, but I don't. Let me pull this live chat over here so I can see it better. Let's see what you guys are saying. Anarchy. Yeah, that's what would happen. I mean, I really do believe that. And the crazy thing is, I'm not talking about the power grid going down. I'm giving you a scenario where the power grid is still intact, that everything else in life is still intact, except for the ability to use your cell phone. And I'm going to go ahead and add to it, you can't hook up to Wi-Fi. Either Wi-Fi don't work. Wi-Fi doesn't work. Cell phone doesn't work. Cell phone signal doesn't work. What happens to a whole country? What happens to the world? I mean, I think they would be immediately burning the streets down. I think it would be like the riots. I think they would, cars be turned over. People would lose their mind. When's the last time you left your house and you forgot your phone and you got all the way down the road and you realized you was already running late, but you couldn't leave your phone. So you risk getting in trouble, being late, turn around and go back and get your phone. Yeah. Okay, somebody's saying I work for Verizon indirect store, have not heard from corporate yet. Somebody's asking about the church. Okay, church update. For those that don't know, our church had a fire, a very serious fire. This will tell you how serious it is. The fire happened on June 7th, and they are still gutting the building. So that'll let you know where it's at. So we have no ETA whatsoever. We're in a temporary location. Thank you for asking, Pamela. I appreciate that. And if anybody wants to help, you can just go to LarryRagland.com and click the donate. All the way down at the bottom is how you can donate directly to the church. Yeah, 100% people would go crazy. It would be bad. Yeah, people don't know how to live. Jody says we are ramping up for an interesting month. People are about to be woken up and sent into a panic. I agree. I feel like something is getting ready. And I'm just telling you, my conspiracy mind now just goes to I just can't accept that this was random. I just can't accept that this was random. Let's go back to Verizon down detector and see, because it's usually pretty quick. So yeah, it's still in place. I'm still on SOS. Y'all, Verizon has so many backup options, redundancies, and everything in case of something like this happening. And for them to now be for, let's see, it began spiking on down detector at 11:06 a.m. Central. It is now 1:51 p.m. Central. And you can see it is just going up, 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 up. It's continuing to go up. Usually when something like this happens, I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about, is like if you go back here, you'll see it shows you everything. So like Spectrum spiked up as well because Spectrum's signal is Verizon's signal. But you'll see, all these different companies, they track what's up and down on them. But you'll see that when like here's Discord. So when Discord happened, it spiked way up, whatever the problem was, and then you'll see it will immediately level out. Well, Verizon is not leveling out. Something is happening. Now, what could cause something that major for literally millions of people right now, even though many of you are using Verizon right now? Millions of people are without signal. Oh, yeah, thank you for that super chat. Oh, Red Level Live. Come on, man. Y'all need to go check out the show. I was on his show, man. He's awesome. He interviewed me the other day on his show. Go back and look at the previous shows, and you'll see the interview. It's really good. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, the build-up's been going on for years now. You're right. You are exactly right. Everyone restart your phone every 30 minutes. Yep, I've restarted mine a couple of times, and apparently whatever's going on, it doesn't matter because it's down. It's down. So we're asking the question, what would happen to a world? What would happen to a nation? And now I want to ask this question. What would you do? Let's just be real and transparent. I mean, it's so easily about, my life would go on. I don't need no cell phone. Praise the Lord. As long as I got the good Lord, I ain't got nothing else. That's all I need is the good Lord in the good book. Come on. I understand. I agree. Come on. That's all you really need. But let's be honest. Come on. I'm looking for some honest people. Let's be real. Would you freak out? I mean, would you be able to function without your phone? Well, Jesse's local around here. She's like, I haven't had any issues so far. Okay, unless you moved away. Yeah. I'm crimson pilled. If it weren't for Jesus, then I'd be midnight black. Yep. I'm looking at. By the way, if you won't know what I'm reading the live chat here. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Past outages phone stayed down until restarted. Well, I think you're right. Try to restart your phone. In fact, I'll do that live on the air here. But the problem is that, look, it even went higher again. I just refreshed down detector. All right, so I'm on SOS right now. I'm going to do this live on the air. I'm going to show you that this is not a typical just blip. So now, phone is off. Phone is off. All right, I'm rebooting. Back to the 80s. Let's go. Come on. Man, I wish we could go back to the 80s. It'd be refreshing without a phone. You got that right. Easy. Yeah, Josh is being honest. Yeah, I would freak out, but I still function. Yeah, come on. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your honesty. Yeah, people are saying it would be very inconvenient. I see Alicia, but I think it'd be okay. I mean, we would, let's see, my phone is rebooting. Okay. Tracy's saying they don't have any issues yet. Need Google Maps now since the Red Book maps are gone. Yep, you're right. My cell phone is working, but yes, I would freak out not being able to contact my family. Christian Truth says, I'm 46 years old, but I have a cell phone till I was in my 20s. I think I'll be okay. Yep. Gen X. Gen X could survive. All right, look, my phone's back. My clock's back. Still booting up. Oh, wow. Look at this. Tech, South Carolina says we've had 200 people come into the store in the last 2 hours. Wow. So I'm imagining that's Tech, South Carolina. Yep. Just rebooted my phone. Still SOS. So it's down, man. This is a big issue. Wow. This is a big issue. Look at this. It's not adjusting. Something big is going on at Verizon. There's a lot of people happy right now. Somebody said from a business sector perspective, lots of issues, hospital systems, payment systems, et cetera, et cetera. Right. You're right. Everything is so digital. Everything is so digital now that and tied to signal that if something went down like that on a global scale, I think it would be massive. Yeah, you know what, Joni, I agree. This is where I'm at. I would miss all my podcasts like this one. You're one of my favorites, along with Brother Ricky. Well, thank you so much, Joni. I appreciate that. Yeah, that would be hard because that's my life. I mean, I don't watch TV anymore. Do you watch TV? No, I mean, I think this is probably a good thing, is that, people's turned the TV off and found their favorite voices that speak into their life, that are watchmen on the wall, that are being real. Yeah. Sending out an SOS, sending out an SOS to my love. I think that's how it goes. Now look, this is serious, Benjamin, but I think you're right. Benjamin said people would literally X out of this world. You're right. I think people. We got in-town headlines in here. What's up, Ricky? The crazy thing is no local news is reporting this. That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to ask that question. Thank you, Ricky. There's no local news. Wait a minute. What does that say? There's no local news is reporting this, but only sources outside the U.S. Wow. See, I didn't even have time to even check that. I just came in here and did this. So, wow. Thank you, Ricky, for telling me that. So why? This is huge. This is affecting millions of people. And no explanation. Is this the sun? What are you hearing, Ricky? Are you hearing anything of what's going on? Interesting. I was going to ask that question. There's Jeremy from Texas. What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, has anybody heard anything on their local news? Anything whatsoever? Yeah, Ricky says, I've been trying to find sources on this. Yeah, in fact, I didn't even see anything on this. I was just reporting on my phone. And then I went to Down Detector and I just said, Sandy said, ain't nobody on YouTube talking about this. You need to get on there and just see what's going on if we're the only ones. And then as soon as we went on, I saw Down Detector. Yeah, okay. Jill is saying, make sure you have the latest update, guys, if y'all have an Apple iPhone. The problem with that, Jill, is people with Android are having the same issue because I'm having equal number of people, Android and iPhone, telling me that it's down. But are you on Verizon, Jill? Is yours working? Okay, so we got several Verizon techs on here saying people are going in and out of the store like crazy, freaking out. Okay. Yeah. Excellent point. Benatar is saying, what are we being distracted from? Do we not always go there? Okay, Reddit is lit up with reports. Ricky is saying Reddit is lit up. Come on. So people are talking about it. Where's Verizon? Where's the news? Now what is this here? James is saying, how much of your service might be happening because of the AT&T stuff happening out here? Now I don't know. I must be having a brain freeze. I don't know exactly what that's about. Yeah, no news. Sue is saying no news here. Okay, Jill, is your phone working? Okay, so you have Verizon. She's local. I know Jill. So is your phone working? Athens, Georgia, and the Atlanta Metroplex is impacted, according to ETH Ricky Scapero. You're welcome, Sue. I'm honored to be a watchman on the wall. I have an iPhone and Verizon, but no issues yet. Okay, good. I got Verizon and an iPhone too, and I'm still, well, SOS went away. I got no bars when it's like you just don't have signal. But they don't say SOS. It's just bars, no bars. It's just like little dashes, little dots. And y'all, I'm a tech geek. Okay, I'm on the bleeding edge of technology. So I have the beta. I'm always going to have the latest beta. So I'm on the latest beta. So yeah. Okay. The Verizon website says go into settings, turn on airplane mode, fix in 15 seconds, then turn the airplane on. Try it, I guess. All right. So I've done that many times to reset the phone. All right. I'm back to SOS now. So I'm going to do that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've done it many times. And that's the thing that aggravates me about 5G is I have to do this airplane mode reset all the time. All right. Searching. I just turned it back on. Searching. It's pulsating the signals, looking for a signal. Can't find a signal. SOS. Back to SOS. I wonder if satellite phones are having problems. Is there data centers being built in your area? Yes. Very good point, Christian. Multiple data centers are being built in my area. Huge data centers. Connor is saying it's not working in South Florida. Okay, so somebody says, I have 2 Androids on Verizon. One on the group chat works, the other doesn't. See, this is what's so random about this. Okay. Wow, is this breaking? Google also just had a major breach impacting Gmail with billions impacted. Wow. Yeah. Well, breaking Berta, you would think that's the case, but I'm seeing reports from California. I'm seeing reports from Washington State that are not working as well. See, because when you go to Down Detector, this is not listing California, but I have seen a few people in California. You see Tampa, Miami, Birmingham, Atlanta, Charlotte, St. Petersburg, Orlando, Houston, and Fort Myers. So you're correct on that most of them are East Coast or at least this side of the country. But I have seen on X people reporting that that theirs is out too. In fact, I'm going to go back to X and refresh, see if I can find anything. All right, let's see here. Saying praise for Twitter during the event of a Verizon outage. Verizon, please acknowledge. So they're basically saying, I'm getting all my information from here. I'm reading this live now, so I don't really know what I'm going to see. Verizon has a major issue yet, has not made a statement that I have seen. Not good. Oddly, AT&T just ran an ad on the Texas-Ohio State game saying they will credit one prorated day if you experience an outage. AT&T marketing team is more ahead of this outage than Verizon. Verizon having another outage. Grok is responding. Yes, reports confirm a widespread Verizon outage because people are asking Grok on August 30th, affecting users across the United States. Many phones are stuck in SOS mode. Verizon has acknowledged the issue. And, of course, Grok says, see downdetector.com or Verizon status page for updates. Is your phone stuck in SOS mode? Here's what's wrong. Let's just see what this article says. Major Verizon outage on Friday afternoon left thousands of users. Of course, this is Saturday. Where is this from? Okay, is this in the UK? Down Detector has logged over 10,000 reports for 2:30 from New York, Los Angeles, Minneapolis. This has got to be in another country. Yeah. Okay. Let's say because it's updated tomorrow. Verizon customers across the United States reported widespread outage, first detected around 1:43 Eastern. Disrupted calls, texts, and mobile data by 2:30. More than 10,000 users had reported an outage. New York, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Chicago was where they first went down, including business calls and two-factor authentication. Verizon support account acknowledged the disruption, stating our engineers are working to identify and resolve the problem. However, no calls or estimated time of restoration was shared. Customers were advised to restart devices and use Wi-Fi calling if available. Apple support notes that SOS mode displayed on iPhones means the device cannot connect to the carrier's network, but can still dial emergency services. Android users reported similar issues with devices displaying no service or toggling to SOS. This is the third major outage in 2025. This marks Verizon's third major outage following earlier disruptions in March and September. In one 24 incident, more than 100,000 users were impacted, with Verizon offering little detail before citing, quote, technical problems. On Friday, which would be Saturday for us, angry customers flooded X demanding accountability. We pay a premium for this service. Unhelpful chat bots and dropped calls is all we're getting. Interesting. All right, going back to the live chat here, see what you guys are saying. Very troubling. I'm with Verizon Orlando area, no problem so far. Interesting. So that's what's getting me, is that Orlando is one of the main areas that's down. But Chris Tharrington is saying theirs is not down. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, hey, Jab Neil 7, you're new here. Well, come on in. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Big Picture family. Go ahead and hit those like buttons. Go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to our channel. Yeah, according to the map, Jessica is saying, according to the map, it seems that more of the bigger cities. Well, yeah. Well, the only problem with that, Jessica, is I am in the country. I am not in the big city. I've got people think I'm in Birmingham, but I'm not in Birmingham. I'm probably 30 miles northeast of Birmingham. So I am in the country. All right. Jesse, is your phone for Verizon and is it working? Hayden is not that far from me. I can't look at that without saying China. It's China. Yeah. Tampa Bay area, many are down. And Gardendale has service so far. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jab Neil. Come on, we do breaking news. We do a live Monday night show. Sandy and I, my wife and I, right here in this studio, we cover the news of the day from a non-woke perspective. All right, I'm on the Space Coast. No issues. It's so inconsistent, which makes it weird. That's exactly right. See, this is what I'm talking about. Chris Taylor here. I'm in Tampa. My wife's and my daughter's phone is working, but my other daughter and son's work fine. It's not working, but my other daughter's and son is working fine. Come on, Redline Live here. It says, too crazy, Larry. We're just talking about satellites on Thursday. Exactly. I'm telling y'all, I can't see things like this without thinking about that movie, Leave the World Behind, on Netflix. It was so predictive programming. It was unbelievable. All right, so I was thinking, this thing is usually fixed so fast because this is money. This is big time money that's being affected right now. And quite frankly, lives. A lot of systems in hospitals and all this are hooked up to Verizon Wireless as well. So I'm hoping that they're working. They've got some kind of redundancy. But it's still, yeah, me too. Sky Beats TV says, I'm in Atlanta. I'm stuck in SOS. Oh, me too. That's what I'm saying. I thought I would jump on here, and in a matter of minutes, I would say, okay, well, it's all good. Well, it's not all good. So whatever's going on at Verizon is still going on. Somebody's asking, where's the Queen? And if you're new to our channel, the Queen is my wife. and she is outside working. And she's probably mad at me because I'm not out there. I'm supposed to be cutting grass right now. But and that's why I got work clothes on. These are my work. I've been outside working on the grandbaby's play set. My wife went and got one for free that was somebody's trying to get rid of, and I can say this because she ain't in here, and that thing was falling apart, so I had to reconstruct it. But I was glad to do it for my grandbabies. Let's see. Satellite won't work on the phones, only Wi-Fi. Interesting. What Chris is saying. Yeah. Sue, you're right, Sue. There's something about the big picture family. We got a good family. I'm happy everyone here is nice to meet all. I hope you come back. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, we got a live chat, man. It's second to none. Second to none. We call it the big picture family for a reason. It seems that is out where Trump needs the National Guard, doesn't it? Interesting hypothesis there, Elwood. Yeah, that's an understatement. But what I do have going for me is she's the one that told me to go live. So I'm just going to go out there and say, hey, look, I thought it was going to be a couple minutes. The live chat took over, and come on, baby. I'm sorry. The grass can wait. The big picture family needs to know what's going on. People are freaking out. They don't have their Verizon phone. They're freaking out. Could the space weather be causing this issue? Ding, 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 ding. The only thing is, I originally thought something going on with the sun, but you would think if it was the sun or something in the solar system that it would be affecting all carriers. But the fact that it's not just affecting Verizon, but in the same house, you can have 2 or 3 phones. Many of you have already said this, that are in SOS mode, sitting right next to someone with the same exact model phone, and they got signal. What does that mean? That's got to be something inside the workings of the Verizon system, and it almost sounds like some kind of targeted hack. That's just maybe testing for something bigger. I hope not. Yeah. So my Verizon is working here in Kingsman, Arizona. Thank you, Pastor, for your podcast. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate it. Congratulations on your working Verizon phone. Okay. I was waiting on this. I was waiting on it before I was waiting on the first comment on it. And then I was going to say something. Here it is. Just a bird. They said that Atlas is putting out metal. Maybe that's causing it. I was wondering. See, I said, I don't think it's the sun, because if it was the sun, it would be affecting everybody. But could it be 3-eye Atlas? Some people believe it's a comet. Some people believe it's a meteor. Some people say it's got a light on the front that's nuclear power. It's the fastest thing that's ever entered our solar system. It's the size of Manhattan Island. And some people believe that it is not a rock. It's some kind of something. Maybe something's up there. Who knows? Who knows? Jamie is spot on. If anything, listen to what she's saying. We need to prepare for more things like this happening. Now, we're making light of it, but, that's what we do on this show sometimes. And some of y'all push back and comment you don't like it because we laugh too much or we make too light of things. It's never that we're making light of bad situations. It's like we're trying to bring a little bit of joy in the midst of darkness and chaos, and we don't apologize for that. But I'm telling you, I think that we need to prepare ourselves for more outages, more quote unquote cyber attacks, which I dare say maybe false flags. Man, I love this live chat. Eagle Girl saying 3-eye Atlas favors T-Mobile users. Hey, maybe hey, oh, wait a minute. Y'all remember that series about the aliens that we talk about all the time? That if you hadn't watched the whole series, you need to go back and watch it. You remember what the series was called? I'm gonna wait about, see if your mind's going where my mind's going. What was that series called? What was it? Big Picture Family. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. V. It was called V. So you're right. Maybe this is just an attack on Verizon. But look, I just did a refresh. There it is. It's still there, and it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. Last reporting 15 minutes ago, 2 o'clock Central Time. Wow. And if you'll see the breakdown here, 59% mobile phone, 38% no signal at all, which you can just combine them back together. Only 3% now with 5G home internet, which is crazy because from what I understand, and those that work at Verizon, I can help me understand this a little bit better, is I thought they used the same towers because my 5G home internet is Wi-Fi. And that's what I'm on right now with great signal. Yeah. Interesting. After all this time, Tim verifies YouTube search has nothing on this. Now you have to ask yourself why. This has been going since 11-something a.m. It's when it started, Central Time. It's 2:15 Central Time. Why would Google have no anything on it? So let's go back to X real quick. Verizon, FYI to Verizon customers, you may be experiencing an outage where your phone is in SOS mode. Really? That's all you got to say, Verizon? Okay, it says, my local Verizon guy has said it is a known nationwide outage, even though it is not showing up on the outage map. Said they hope to have it fixed within an hour, so who knows? Yeah. It's a national outage. People are getting mad. Look, I've been a loyal customer member for 9 years. I extend grace, but seriously, on a holiday weekend when people are traveling, that's a good point. People are traveling. You can't get in. If you're in SOS mode, you can't even get in touch with anybody. Yep, I'm still in SOS mode. Yeah. Okay, what is this right here? Dina is saying, BP Earthwatch, I love that guy. Dina Rona is saying CERN was fired up very high and BP Earthwatch showed it that it affects the magnetosphere. Distorts it and partially collapses it. CERN, could CERN be involved here? Interesting. All right, y'all. I got to go cut the grass. Okay, so if you're new to our channel, if you found our channel, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and go watch some of our other stuff, especially that interview that I just had with Jonathan Kahn. It was incredible. All right, so I'm going to jump off here so I don't get in too much trouble. I'll try to do an update later tonight. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a signal by then. But the world still goes on. The world still goes on. Y'all like this shirt? That's what I say to the devil. I can't hear you, devil. Hey, devil, you're on mute. You're on mute, devil. All right, y'all. See you later. We ain't woke, but we certainly are awake. Thank you for joining us on this breaking news. Verizon is down, but God is still on the throne. See you next time. We ain't woke. We certainly are awake. God bless.
The Big Picture Family. We're on a mission to wake up the world to what is really going on. Go to LarryRagland.com to give a one-time gift or become a monthly partner. Any amount blesses the entire Big Picture family. While you're there, pick up our book, I See Greatness in You. Browse our merchandise store, connect on social media, and get on the Big Picture mailing list at LarryRagland.com. Join us and be a part of the Big Picture family, where we ain't woke, but we are certainly awake. watching The Big Picture.